Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back. Another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are here recording Friday, March 14th. It's Pi Day, and it's a win for the Celtics back in the win column after their loss to the Thunder the other night. They beat the Heat down in Miami, first game on the road after a 7-game homestand. A victory for the Celtics, 103-91. They failed to hold the Heat under 90 for the whatever it was, like fifth, sixth straight time. But 91's pretty dang close. Jayson Tatum, decent scoring night, a little bit inefficient, but got 28. Big Jrue Holiday game, set his season high in points at 25. They held the Heat again, like I said, to 91. Andrew Wiggins was the only guy on their team who broke the 20-point mark. Solid win, awkward win. They played kind of inefficient offense for a lot of the night, but when it mattered in the fourth quarter, they turned it around and picked up the pieces to put together a win.
Yeah, Heat bad. Big takeaway.
Heat offense bad.
Really bad.
Unbelievably bad.
So yesterday for Celtics blog, and it went up today, I wrote about the Celtics have been like historically bad in the fourth quarter. Like they were negative 32 net rating in the 7 home game stand. Miami, worse. If you looked at the last 10 games, I think Miami was the only team worse than the Celtics. Like this was the Spider-Man meme of fourth quarter. Like the Celtics did not have a good fourth quarter. Derrick White had a good fourth quarter. Other Celtics did not. They were 6 of 17 or something crazy before he made a layup. And him and Tatum made 2 shots at the end of the game. But before that, it was rough. They scored 5 points. So they had 20 up until those 2 guys scored at the end. Like the offense wasn't quite there. But thankfully, the Celtics they overall defended pretty well. Like they didn't give up a 30-point quarter. But a lot of that has to do with Miami not being a very good offensive team. They had stretches. Like Wiggins had stretches in this game where it was like, damn, man, this is the guy from the finals a couple years ago just going off on the Celtics. But overall, they got a lot of great contributions from their guys today. It was pretty nice to see Holiday show up today. A little bit different than the last time he scored 20 plus, which was the Memphis game when they were like, hey, shoot all the threes, Jrue. Go ahead. We dare you. Today, it started with him making a couple threes. Then he kind of showed us a little bit more of the type of thing we saw in the playoffs last year, where he's just going to work under the basket, really good at finishing, had some bully ball moments. Really liked what we saw from Jrue Holiday. Needed a game like this from him. They're going to need him in the playoffs for sure. Like he was a big part of. We're not going to sit here and pretend they wouldn't have won a championship if he wasn't playing like out of his mind in the playoffs last year, but he was really, really good in some of those games and was a big part of why they won.
Yeah, Holiday. That is the story. I mean, that is the biggest thing to come out of this game by far. If there's any takeaway, it's that Holiday can perform with the mallet finger. He had 25 points, 10 of 15 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 short of the 8 we needed him to get for prize picks, which is just, you can't write it. But good game for Holiday nonetheless. He looked comfortable. And I think the most important thing is he was comfortable with the splint. As much as maybe he'll have a cold shooting night, I feel like the biggest difference between last year and this year is he's just had an insane year last year and he's coming back down to earth a little bit. I don't think the finger will hurt him as much as people have maybe been worried about. Like 5 of 8 from 3. That's enough to tell you, like, okay, he can still give you big nights in the playoffs. He can still hit open threes. And hopefully it's enough to send signals to these teams. Like you can't really just guard Jrue Holiday by not guarding Jrue Holiday. Because that's what the Heat, not that the Heat did that in this one, but like that's what the Grizzlies did earlier this season, like you said. And if you look at a playoff game plan, that's probably what some teams might do. They maybe give Jalen a little bit of space, but it's a little bit more difficult because he's so good at driving to the hoop. But Jrue Holiday doing something like this and having a game like this with also a steal and 2 blocks should give Celtics fans a lot to be excited about. And a lot, hope's not the right word, but a lot of relief going into the playoffs for some people.
I would say encouragement. That's a good word.
Good word.
I agree. Again, like they need something from him. Like they're going to need him to perform well. There's no getting around it. He was so important to what they did last year. He had this unbelievable stretch throughout the entire season where he's just knocked down nails from the corner. And, we didn't really see that this season at all. He's been on and off hurt. The shoulder was clearly bothering him. Now he's got the pinky thing, which, I mean, I don't have the splits right in front of me, but I would guess that he's shooting probably 40+% since he fucked up his finger and came back. And maybe he should have always had mallet finger. Maybe that was always the fix, is just completely ruin one of your fingers and have to wear a splint because it's now become part of him.
Yeah. Let's see. Outside of Jrue Holiday, Tatum was the other big. Let me ask you, what did you think of Tatum's game? Did he play a good game? Was it a meh game? Was it a bad game? Like when you watched that, what was your thought process?
He had stretches. Like he had a really good third quarter. I think you have to break this game into segments for Tatum because in the first half he was not good. It was a situation where we're all sitting here watching and being like, somebody please help Jrue Holiday. Like, how does Jrue Holiday have 16 first half points and the Celtics are tied with Miami at halftime? This has been a season where you can't expect that sort of production from Holiday, so it's found money. You should have other factors playing into the game, and Tatum just wasn't getting it done. He goes berserk in the third quarter. Celtics only end up outscoring Miami by 1 in that frame, but still, he was really, really good. He was dialed in. I texted you during the game just because it's something we've talked about. Transition defense was even there from Tatum. He had a steal, ran back, hustled back, had an interception on a heat fast break.
You familiar with the term merchant?
I am very
He is
familiar
a
with
transition defender when the ball is thrown and he can dissipate it. When there is a person who has the ball on the ground dribbling, Tatum is still not defending in transition. When he can get a steal, he'll sprint a little bit. But I'm gonna chalk it up to merchant. I'm not ready to give him that credit
merchant.
yet.
That sounds a little mean. Sounds a little bit mean. I got to be honest with you. You can't just acknowledge good hustle. I'm not going to go too hard into that because then people start being like, "Yeah, Jack hates Tatum."
No, of course not. I'm just saying that.
But he was like fine. Like if I had to give him a grade, this game would be C. It was fine. Like he didn't even really do a whole lot off the ball.
Yeah.
We took like idiots, took Bam and him to combine for 19 rebounds in the prize pick. He had 4 rebounds. Like this is the lowest non-scoring stat total we've seen Tatum have in quite some time.
Derrick also didn't have a block.
No block for Derrick. So I mean, listen. Prize pick, CLNS, code CLNS. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, do it. We're
not responsible.
I'll tell you more about prize picks in a few minutes. It's not time yet, but
Prize Pick's so kind to us that we're giving a double plug.
Exactly. I didn't think Jayson Tatum had a very good game for most of it. I think he had moments. Like I think
5
late in the
turnovers,
game he had a
not
couple
good,
big
yeah.
shots. 5 turnovers, not good. It was weird because it felt like Tatum lived too much in the middle ground. He shot well from 3, right? He was 5 of 12, which is 41.7%. But that means he was 3 of 9 from inside the arc. And so many of his misses were him desperately trying to make the mid-range fadeaway work. And he's been cash on those this year. Was not cash tonight, but he kept going for it. And shit, like, like games like that happen, but there comes like drive. Just get to the hoop more. And he did it some, but it just felt like he tried too hard to get that part of his game going, and it hurt some of the flow at times. But I think C minus is like a fine. Like it wasn't the end of the world Tatum game. He had some good moments. He had some bad moments. He did some good things, did some bad things. It was what it was. Sneakily, Al Horford, 3 of 7, 1 of 4, but 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 9 points, a block, and 3 of his rebounds are on the offensive end. Good Al Horford game once again. He's never ceases to amaze me, man.
We have seen an incredible stretch from this man while Porzingis has been sick. And it's just, it falls in that same category as Holiday, where you're just so, not relieved, but it's just refreshing and reassuring that when the time comes, the man is going to be ready if needed in the playoffs. He's really, he's done the things that everybody wants him to do over the last 2 weeks. Like the playoff stuff that Horford needs has been on full display. That Lakers game, he's excellent. He's defending guys. He was scoring in the post, scored in the post a few times today. Like, I think, to be honest with you, that is the most exciting thing to me. You obviously want him to be defending at a high level. But if you're getting him to actually create baskets low, that's so big. It's something he used to do. He hasn't really done it a whole lot in recent years. I would love to see more of it. At times, it's just it's almost the Porzingis thing where You love it about him just because he can give you that extra offensive weapon. But overall, the aggression on the glass, the aggression on defense, he was switched on to Hero a couple times, did a really good job. He continues to just eat these small guards up. I keep bringing up Darius Garland because it's just burned into my brain. That guy is an unbelievable point guard. He's fast as anybody in the league, and Horford sticks with him like glue. That says a ton about what he can give you, what he can add to your defense in a playoff series. And knock on wood, the man has been durable since he came to the Celtics. Like he rarely misses time other than that damn fucking toe sprain.
The left big toe, classic. You bet your ass it's gonna pop up tomorrow.
Significant rumors. My medical senses are tingling.
Yeah. Yeah, another good Al game. Derrick, man, not the best Derrick game for most of the night, and then the fourth quarter comes around, and you bet your ass he's hitting all the big shots. Like I looked at the numbers the other day. He's actually been like really bad shooting the ball in the fourth quarter for the past 10 games, which is not what the eye test tells you. But this season, this dude has been unbelievable in the fourth quarter. Like every time he puts up a shot, I just sit there and think, like in the fourth quarter, I just sit there and think, yeah, this shit's going in. Like he's just gonna make it. Which is so fun to see. He made one in the fourth quarter. It was like desperation. He deep three, chucked it up, went in. My roommate's brother, who's not like a big basketball fan, was like sitting in the living room. We were watching it. He just goes, "Oh shit!" Like he's like, "Oh my god!" The Derrick White show impresses far beyond the reaches of NBA fandom, which is fun.
He's a dog. The switch flip that we see from him all the time is 0-6 going in the fourth. All of a sudden, dude is just bombs away. Logo three. Horford's son Ian is going berserk on the sidelines, loving everything he's seeing.
That dude doesn't go to school. I'm convinced that kid does not go.
It's a Friday. Let him take school off. But Derrick has this unbelievable knack for showing up in the fourth quarter, and they really needed that on a day where they didn't have Jaylen. Not to say Jaylen has been this incredible fourth quarter guy this season, but just not having that shot creation and having to go without Tatum for a couple minutes. Derrick White playing like that makes it so much easier. I mean, they kept Tatum out until like the quarter was halfway over, and it didn't matter. That's great, especially this part of the season. Like as close as this game was at times, going into it, I don't think anybody was like, must win. I want to see Tatum play 40 minutes. Like if they said Tatum was out today, I would have shrugged and been like, all right, good. Like let him rest. Let his legs get fresh. I want to see him ready for the playoffs. Like I kind of really don't care. Yeah. And they were saying on the broadcast, maybe he said he wanted to play. My guess would be is they're just going to do what they do with Porzingis and Al, and they flip them. Like Jaylen and Jayson will do the same thing, and Jayson will sit tomorrow, and Jaylen will play.
Yeah, probably.
But
if I had to guess,
Derrick will be there hopefully tomorrow too, and he'll be ready.
Derrick will hopefully be there tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to Brooklyn, so I hope some of them play. Actually, honestly, I hope none of them play. I hope we get a Baylor Shireman show in Brooklyn. I would
just
actually
so
be
it's
thrilled.
like, yeah, it's all different stuff. That
interesting. Yeah.
Very fair.
So I kind of have hopes that happens. Sorry, I'm posting my my video to my Instagram story just so I get it out there, and I posted it, and I was like, you know how if you like type a word, the emoji will pop up. I wanted like the up arrow, so I typed arrow up. I typed arrow up, and I clicked the emoji, and I posted it. But then I realized that it didn't like take out the word arrow; it only took out the word up. So it just had like spoke with Luke Cornett for my latest video, arrow, which I'm like, all right, let me reset that. But yeah, good win for the Celtics. Bad win for us on Prize Picks, which you guys should all check out, regardless of the fact that we are not very good at it. I told you here about Prize Picks in a couple of minutes.
0-9-2.
We are here. 0-9-2 now. We are unbelievably bad at Prize Picks. It's gotten to the point to where if you see us pick a Prize Picks, pick the opposite of what we pick, and you'll probably have a pretty good Prize Picks. But it's the best place for real money sports action. You can win up to 1,000 x your cash during this basketball season and any sports season, but we're in the time of basketball right now. Baseball is back soon, but I think basketball is where you should keep it. At least that's our biased opinion. But best way to get action on sports in more than 30 states: California, Texas, Georgia, Florida, right here in Massachusetts, and many more. Offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts player projections up to 25% to provide you even more value. You can turn your opinions into real money sports action. Makes your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money. Like I just said, Sam and I are now 0-9-2 on our pregame price picks. Not very good, but we're getting there. And hey, the first time we win, it's going to hit. Just trust me, it's going to feel real good. But download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize picks, run your game.
Do we get
looking
Cooper
at the
Flag on the show because we've been so bad tanking?
Yeah, maybe we get a ringer, right? We actually get Corrales. Like we had to pick Corrales to draft for the pod. Or we
get first pick. We can pick anybody.
We pick, I guess so, but he's already on a team. Like he's in the big leagues already. We'd have to pick like who? Like draft like Oliver Fox. He gets to come up.
Yeah, we'll have to like do some. Maybe we'll take an intern this
scouting.
summer, unpaid. You can put us on a resume. Send your shit. hbtcpod@gmail.com.
Imagine. Outside of those guys, kind of a rough Luke Cornett game. 3 fouls, wasn't really his best matchup. So Nimi played more minutes, only by like a minute, like 57 seconds more. Had 8 rebounds, 2 points, 3 offensive rebounds, 4 fouls though. It was not a fun game to watch for the bigs outside of Horford. I'll put it that way. Neither of them played particularly well, in my opinion. Nimi had some moments. He also had some moments. Luke was just kind of ineffective. So it was kind of like the vanilla ice cream was a little bit out of date.
It was melted.
Yeah, it was melting a little bit. But the Nimi minutes were either you get all the toppings in the world or you're eating rotten milk. There was not a big in between. But I guess if you put that all together, it was an okay game for Nimi. So that's fine.
My dad was watching the game with me, and he just goes, "That guy, he's pretty good, huh?" And I was like, "Well," he was like, "But like, he needs to like be a little bit more like he didn't just like blindly say it. He was like, he needs to be a little bit more disciplined on defense." And I was like, "Yeah, he's not really like the best finisher around the rim either." Like he just started, and then they put on the screen like his stats, and it was like 65% from the field. I was like, it's actually better than I thought.
It's better than I thought too. No way he's shooting 65% of the field. I'm sorry.
They NBC Sports Boss put that on the graphic today when he went to the free throw line.
Are you sure it wasn't free throw?
Yeah, it could have been free throw, but I'm
it
almost
wasn't.
positive.
He's shooting 64.5%. He's actually shooting 73%. Nah, there's something wrong.
Luke, speaking of percentages, Luke
yes.
Cornett 0-2 now from 3 this year. I was pumped. That man man ran out to the
no.
Everybody on Twitter, all the beat Terp, Bobby K saying second.
Oh.
The broadcast said first. My dad was also sharp. He said second too.
It was second. When was his first one?
I don't know, but my dad was sharp on that. He was like, as soon as they said first,
February 10th against Miami as well.
Tradition.
I don't remember it. Well, now I would like to go look at the. I want to go look at the play. I want to see.
Oh
it.
no,
no, it's easy to find.
It'll be quick. Box score plays. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I got it. See, the good thing about covering the Celtics is I can now just type in Celtics Heat into my Google and it'll track it'll pop up a bunch of the box scores I've looked at before.
That is very helpful.
So it's very nice. I don't have to go searching too hard. So this is the play. I'll mute it once the sound comes on, so we're not listening to it. But this was the Luke Cornett 3. Oh, it was like a end of the half. Need to check up a prayer 3. Okay. Yes, I do remember that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That today the Heat game was his first actual attempt. I would argue.
I mean, it might as well have been the same shot. The dude was sprinting to the corner and pulled back like the Tatum play we watched last week where he moved without. Actually, Cornett was the one that assisted to him.
It's funny. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the video I did where Luke was talking to that. I asked him why don't you pick and pop anymore? Why don't you shoot threes? And now he takes this 3. But his answer was basically
you got
when I shot threes, the way I got into space was by manipulating screens. But now instead of that, I'm using my screen manipulation to get into the paint more to get rolls, and then that creates space that way. So basically, it's trading his threes for Pritchard, Derrick White, or Hauser threes, which I would argue is probably a better shot.
I'm starting to see a lot of posts on Twitter saying since Luke did the Jack TikTok, he's not been good.
That's bullshit. No one's
A
gonna
lot
say
of the
that.
other play.
Shut the
I'm
fuck
gonna
up,
say
Sam.
it. The other players
fuck
are gonna
up.
hear about this.
Um,
They're gonna give you one word answers at the podium now because they're like, "That's the guy that fucked Luke."
fuck. Sorry. So before
He's
that,
rattled. He's
I
got
was
the stadium
looking.
pulse. All right, I'm done.
I was looking at the name. I don't have the stadium pulse. You told me to talk. I don't have shit. You're just
I'm the stadium pulse.
I was looking up the Nemi stats because I didn't believe that he's shooting that well. And he's shooting all right from inside the paint. I'm like trying to sort it by like less than 5 feet to see like what an actual good number is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like players who have taken at least 100 shots inside the paint within 5 feet, he's shooting like pretty like bang average. Like for context, Derrick White within 5 feet is 68.9%. Nemi's like what, like 65, 66.7. So he's like fine. But like Obi Toppin's 80%, Jackson Hayes 78%, Luke Cornett 73%. So there is room for growth. You want to guess the worst? The player who shot the worst inside 5 feet, with at least 100 attempts this season. If you guess anybody in the bottom 10, I'll give it to you.
You'll give it to me. All right. Well, that means it's not like my initial.
Just because it's an impossible question, I'm gonna give
my
you like
initial was Jalen, but no.
No, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
No,
there are
he's
moments.
62.6% though. He's not been great.
Is Jaden Springer in there?
At least 100 attempts.
Oh, at least 100 attempts. My bad. That's off me. I'm not even gonna try.
Patrick Williams. Shot 100. He shot 105 field goals and has made 42.9% inside 5 feet this year.
Oh boy, not good.
Unbelievably bad. There's a whole thing. Patrick Williams doesn't dunk. Like he just doesn't dunk. I don't
Probably
know.
thinks
Like,
it's disrespectful. Doesn't want to break the rim.
Any final thoughts about this Heat game? It was a relatively boring, inoffensive, like whatever game. Jordan Walsh got like 7 minutes, didn't
This
play.
game
I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah, it was not very fun. Tyler Hero was fine. Davion Mitchell was a rat a little bit, but he was okay.
He played well.
He's fine. Yeah, but ratty. Khalil Ware jumps.
What did he do that was really ratty?
Up. He is entering
would
the
he
realm
be like
of Kyle Lowry
like
defend
like
with my
him?
face. No, he like, and no, he would like him. I think if he was on your team, you'd like him. But he is like, I am going to Jose Alvarado, Kyle Lowry, defend with my face, get up in your shit, be a pest. Like rat in a good way in this case. He wasn't like a dick.
The guy has to. That's his. That's his.
Exactly. No, that's
to
his
the
whole
fucking
thing.
league.
Peyton Pritchard tried to go after him a couple times, got him once, and then got baited and didn't get him the other time.
Weird that we didn't see Shireman today. To be honest with you, I thought we would see.
That's what I'm saying. I bet we see him tomorrow.
Maybe. I mean, you'll probably see a lot of guys tomorrow. Like, it's a big day for you.
Hope so. I hope so.
What time are you planning to get to Brooklyn?
My bus leaves at 10, and it gets in at 2:35-ish is the schedule. And so I'll probably just get to the arena at like 3-ish, ideally, because it's 3 hours before tip.
You'll probably spend like a nice hour in Rhode Island tomorrow. Actually, you'll spend more than that because you have to come back. That's a pretty good day.
Yeah. Well, by the time I come back, I will not be tomorrow anymore. My bus leaves at 11:30, and I get in at 3:40.
Have you been to Barclays before?
No.
So there's a Chick-fil-A across the street.
I don't think I'll have time for Chick-fil-A.
No? The game doesn't start till 6.
Yeah, and I can get
Not
in
to
at
say
3.
you're showing up as a paying fan, but
I can get in at 3, so I'm just gonna go to the arena.
Where's your bus to like Penn Station?
Oh, I don't know. Like New York Public Bus Transit Authority. Like there's a building or something.
It might take
it's close
a minute
enough
to get over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It take me probably 20 minutes, and then by the time it's 3, and I'll figure it out. But I was told to get a Taylor ham and cheese or something. Like my roommate told me. I don't know. We'll see what I do.
New Jersey thing. Chick-fil-A is right there. You
Sam,
get to go to the house that
you saying
built.
You saying isn't that a New Jersey thing when I'm going to New York, New Jersey, and then saying, nah, get Chick-fil-A, this giant, massive national chain instead? It's the most ridiculous thing.
Who doesn't? Well, actually, that's a bad question.
Exactly. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think of this game. Jrue Holiday game, easily. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. No full pod on Sunday because I'm going to be on buses and traveling buses tomorrow. So apologies, but I'll let Sam wrap it up.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment. Let us know what you thought of Celtics Heat. Subscribe and hit the bell. Jack and I here every single day. New pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Like Jack said, none coming tomorrow just because of the schedule. Game recaps, there will be one tomorrow, are up the morning after each game, and other videos are on the channel in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. We're also streaming pregame live for a half hour before tip. Come hang out with the chat, watch us lose at Prize Picks, and watch us actually cook at GeoGuessr. Another great run today. Set the tone for the Celtics, who came out and made 4 straight threes. We were on a streak in GeoGuessr. I think that's a coincidence. Celtics the Roundtable will be back sporadically too. So be on the lookout for that. You can find us we're on Spotify and Apple, I guess technically streaming services. All pods and recaps are up there. So go ahead, follow us. They'll go right to your feed. We appreciate that very much. Leave a 5-star review. It helps us in the algorithm. Tell your friends. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Send your thoughts on the Heat game. Send your resumes, interns. hbtcpod@gmail.com. The socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter, Jack's One NBA Minds at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Tic-tac-toe.